is a joke between my husband and I that came from, I think it might be in our wedding anniversary last year, where things kind of went a little bit wrong. We went away for the weekend or for a couple of nights and it went a little bit wrong, and then we were delayed on the trains or something. I can't remember exactly now. And James's comment to me was just to look at me and goes, don't worry, we'll edit it all together later. So that's kind of become a standing joke between the two of us of, we'll edit it all in together. So this, I'll edit it all in together later. Good afternoon. I'm coming to you quite late in the day. It's 6:30 and there's still daylight in the spare room, which shows that the clocks going back has only been a good thing. Or is it? No, going forward. Fall back in the fall, spring forward in the spring. Oh, heck. Ow! Right, nice and comfy, I hope. So yeah, today has been another day of nah. I've done more sleeping. It just really, really frustrates me that either I get up and then decide I want to go back to bed and fall asleep for a couple of hours, as happened this morning, or I get up early and carry on going and then fall asleep around 3-4 in the afternoon. I don't understand why I have this incessant need for sleeping. It's just, any road. So yes, done that. I had a birthday party with a friend earlier who's having a Zoom online birthday party, which was, in her words, chaos. She said that she really should have had one party for her family and one party for her normal friends. So by some definition or another, I'm normal. And her comment was, well, you know all these people that I've said to you that my family Christmases are absolute chaos? Now you're getting an idea of what Boxing Day is like. But no, that was good fun. That made me laugh. I got to sort of say hello to some friends of mine and other people I know, mostly guiding. Actually, two of the girls who were at the party, or two of the young women who were at the party, I both remember from being brownies. So one of the young women, is now a brownie leader in my old county. And I've seen pictures of her on social media, so I kind of know what she looks like and how she is at the moment. But the other young lady, who is now currently at university, turned up and I was just like, whoa, I remember you when you were 7 or 8 years old and now you're this fully grown young woman and I don't recognise you and I don't recognise the way you sound and this is all very strange. But yeah, she was able to pop in, so that was good fun. This morning, let's just put it all together. Just throw it all in. This is all coming out in no particular order. But James, because I went back to bed this morning, I slept in. James got up at about the same time I did and he cooked us brunch, which is lovely because, again, most mornings I will get up earlier than James, get up, have food, and he'll wake up a couple of hours after I will. So we don't normally have the chance to eat together for brunch or breakfast, and James isn't always a breakfasty person. But this morning we had a brunch, which was par-baked rolls with veggie bacon and eggs. The last 2 eggs in the house. But that was all very good. I tried to do a little bit of tidying up on my desk, which failed. Well, I didn't fail, I just haven't completed it yet. Although I did find 3 or 4 £10 notes. This is why tidying up is good. I always find money or other useful things. Actually, James was tidying up a couple of days ago and he found a statue that we bought on honeymoon. We went on honeymoon in Luxor, in Egypt, and one of the things we brought back with us was an Egyptian fertility god who up until yesterday was in the sitting room. And I thought, well, should we move him away from the sitting room, because he's not necessarily something I'd want to have on public display. I mean, not that we've got anybody visiting at the moment, but so he is now on my bedside table acting as a ring holder. I also got an email and a text message earlier today to say that my Yarna Street order is on its way. I think there was an idea that packages sent to the UK were going to have sunflower seeds included in them and have a sunflower seed competition or a sunflower growing competition. I don't know if that's happened or not, because there was a problem in sourcing the sunflower seeds, I believe. And I also ordered some needles online from Wool Warehouse, who've said that it may take 7 to 10 days, I think they said, to actually put the thing in the post. Once it's put in the post, once the package is put in the post, it should arrive quite quickly. But I don't think they are doing daily trips to the post office in the same way as they were, but they are still operating. But it's fine. It's just one of those things. We also think we've worked out what was wrong with the bread the other day, or part of the bread conundrum, or bread puzzle, or whatever you want to call it. That the bread maker cooks things at a low temperature for a long time, whereas the bread mix that we were using was designed to be cooked at a high temperature for a shorter time. So with that knowledge, we are going to make amendments for next time. Don't know how it's going to work out, but we know it's going to be different. So yes, talking about tidying up, that was one of the things that was on my desk. So this was, I don't know, I think I bought something from Search Press once, and now I'm on their distribution list and I get these through from time to time. And normally I look through the brochure and think, not my thing, not my thing, not my thing. Not my thing, not my thing. So there's quite a lot of things that might be nice, but wouldn't necessarily be used. Sort of, yes, that would be nice to have, but not necessarily beneficial. So if you can see, under each book, it will give you points about what's good about that book. So it'll be things like, what have we got here? Learn how to do entrelac knitting, step-by-step instruction and patterns, create striking fashion designs and home accessories. So you've kind of got an idea of what you're buying if you buy that particular book. As I say, there's one on Portuguese knitting I would be tempted with. But there is one here, and I'm not going to name the title or the book or the company or anything. It was, yeah, obviously a knitting book. But the 2 points it has, of the first of the 2 points, beautiful photography from a variety of locations. That's not what I buy my knitting books for. If I wanted beautiful photographs for a variety of locations, I'd do an internet image search. I won't be buying that book. Also, I would love to be the kind of person that comes out of this and says, do you know what, I'm never going to complain about anything again. Which, although I'd love to believe that, it's blatantly not true. Although many years ago, when I was sort of at university and not long after graduating, I had what I called my "you're so jolly lucky" speech, which was basically for if people complained about things which I thought were sort of minor or petty, and let's be fair, that probably showed my ignorance and my lack of maturity, because although it may have seemed minor and petty to me, if it was a big thing to them, then it's a big thing to them, and I can't take that away. But anyway, this conversation basically went along the lines of, you live in a country where you can practice your own religion, you can speak your own language, you can call the government rude names, all without impunity. You've got free healthcare, free education, you've got clean water coming out of a tap. What exactly is your problem? And to be honest, there's a lot about this coronavirus that's kind of backs that up. That yes, it is absolutely rubbish being at home all day, every day, and not being able to go outside and not be able to sit in the sun and go sunbathing and so on and so forth. However, we are both incredibly lucky that James still has a job. You know, he's not been furloughed or had his work cut back or anything like that. He still has a job to go to. We have enough finances that we have got some spare food. Again, everybody's talking about stockpiling and so on and so forth. But if you don't have much money, if you literally have enough money to make ends meet, you're not going to have spare cash to put away a couple of cans of pasta, a couple of bags of pasta, or a few extra tins of soup, or some dried milk, or anything like that. Dried milk, UHT milk, whatever. So the fact we've got that is incredibly lucky. I'm still calling the government rude names. That's never going to change. And I suspect it's never going to change regardless of the colour of government. But overall, actually, there are lots of things that we can be happy for.